You made your mark inside my head. I won't forget the things you said. We are too young, we were so young. We should have known better. Nothing will ever change our minds. Cover your eyes and shut the lights. Just take my hands, let's take a chance. Ignite the sparks forever. We are taking control of our lives. Tonight we're flying high. We'll be running through all the stoplights. All will be fine in time. No one can stop us. Memories will guide us.
Hello Libra. This is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 11th of September until the 17th of September 2017. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Six of Cups. You want to return to the happy memories of your past, whether as a child, teenager or adult. Oftentimes, though, these memories are indeed a thing of the past and reflect aspects of your life that have since vanished. You may feel that the only way to connect to this happiness is to escape into the past where you can reflect on your happy and beautiful memories, instead of dealing with current challenges. This is fine if you are simply taking a walk down memory lane, but it is important that you live in the present and accept your current circumstances rather than always living in the past. Oftentimes, there is nothing wrong with looking back at the good times for inspiration when things are not going so well. In the midst of change and crisis, the Six of Cups suggests that looking back at what you have endured is a good way to assure yourself that, whatever trials lay ahead, you will meet them and you will overcome them as you overcame others. You need to take time out to heal, look back on the past and all the good that lies there. During this period of reflection, there is no need to focus on the negative. Instead, bring all of the positive energy from the past into your present and your future. The fallen cups are now full and upright again, but with blooming flowers that cannot be spilled or washed away. Now that you have looked back, the way forward will be clear and enlightening. The Six of Cups can represent a return to a familiar environment or to a childhood place. You may return to your hometown, to your parents' house, to your high school or even kindergarten. You could be going to a high school reunion or reconnecting with a childhood acquaintance. A teenage sweetheart or past lover may turn up again. Allow yourself positive, nostalgic memories of childhood, friends and family. If you can, spend time with younger people. The source of your problems may be in past events that are triggered in the present. We are made up of many parts and inside we still have the little child and adolescent we were with all of its experiences and feelings. This can lead to the inner child reacting strongly to certain experiences, situations and feelings in the present, based on experiences of the past. Working with your inner child and getting to know where these feelings come from can change that and enhance your choices in miraculous ways. When we are being playful, spontaneous, creative, intuitive and surrendering to the spiritual self, our genuine authentic self, who we know deep within us, our real self is being welcomed and encouraged to be present. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Six of Wands. What do you want most right now is achieving your goals and being publicly acknowledged for your efforts and your results. You may have recently received an award, public acclaim or acknowledgement from your peers for the work that you have done. It may even be just a pat on the back or getting praise or recognition for your work. You have harnessed your strengths and talents in order to bring about a successful outcome in your endeavors. You have managed to get through the confusion of the Five of Wands, minimizing your distractions, focusing on the task at hand. You have overcome the challenges along the way, and now you are focusing your energies on the one goal that will lead to your success. This is your time to shine and to come out on top. The Six of Wands is such positive encouragement to believe in who you are and your accomplishments so far. Have faith in what you have personally achieved and how this will be received by others. Do not let fear or guilt stand in the way of your success. You ought to feel proud of what you have achieved and not afraid to hold your head up high and feel worthy of others' attention. The Six of Wands focused on creating success and building your personal brand and reputation. You want to be successful at what you do, but at the same time, you want to ensure that others know about it and give you the recognition you deserve. You may need to promote yourself more frequently by sharing your success stories with others and encouraging them to follow a similar journey. If you do not already, you will soon have some great success stories to share within your personal networks. You may even be interested in applying for awards or scholarships in order to build your brand and receive public recognition. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the King of Pentacles. You might be afraid of losing and obsessed with material things, including good food, wine or sex. These can be fun but can also be taken to an extreme. You can also be very stubborn and traditional about some things, which could be exasperating. You will do anything for money. You can be either a workaholic or an extremely lazy person who expects others to look after you financially. You may care only for your own possessions, and uses other people to gain them. The King of Pentacles can also indicate a male significant figure in your life from the earth signs, who can be highly rigid in his approach. So when this king shows up in a reading, look at your life. Are you feeling stuck in a rut? Having your feet on the ground is a good thing, but everybody needs to lighten up once in a while and stick their heads in the clouds, even if it is just for a breath of fresh air. There is a fear of commitment or a strong desire not to be committed to anyone. You may have thought you met the man of your dreams or your future husband in this person, but you have quickly come to realize that he is not what you are looking for. He may not be as reliable or dependable as initially thought, and instead he has become overly controlling, authoritative and possessive in your relationship with him. Similarly, your partner, who is normally there to provide for you and protect you, may recently be going through a difficult period, and now the tables have turned. Up until now, you have seen him as your rock. Someone who is incredibly well established, accomplished, sturdy, stoic, proud and successful. However, now you must be the rock and the firm foundation, supporting your partner while he regains his strength and courage. There may be increased instability and uncertainty over the coming months. In a family relationship, there might be a possibility of familial abuse, particularly through misuse of power, authority and control. You may be highly disciplinary, rigid and inflexible, failing to show your love through positive means and only suppressing the spirit of others. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Ace of Swords. This is a period of great insight and mental clarity. It signifies a breakthrough or an aha moment where suddenly conscious understanding and mental reasoning reach their peak, and achievement of goals suddenly becomes a lot easier. You have a new understanding of some issue that has been of concern, or, in a broader sense, a new worldview, especially in terms of your love and work relationship. This is a perfect time to clear away the fog that has kept you from seeing the inner truth, so that you can now cut to the heart of the matter. This is also a good time to act, and if you set your mind to accomplishing your goals, you can achieve anything you desire. The Ace of Swords highlights a new idea, inspiration, original thinking and creative vision. It represents a point at which you have a new way of thinking and the energy to go with it. You are excited to pursue new opportunities that draw upon your creative and mental abilities. The Ace of Swords also encourages you to seek out the truth of the matter and to find justice. You may be championing a cause or standing up for your rights or the rights of others. Thus sometimes, the Ace of Swords can suggest that you are prepared for battle. You have great clarity on a situation and can now argue your case with the view to come out victorious. You may have a new idea for which you are ready to fight, or you may be all fired up on an issue that you are particularly passionate about, such as human rights, the environment or your personal beliefs. This card invites you to use mental force and to use your intellect and critical reasoning. If faced with a challenging situation, you need to be ready for battle and be prepared to find the strength to overcome these challenges. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Ace of Wands. You are afraid of moving forward with your goal in life since you're not clear on what it is that you want. This lack of direction may be sapping your energy levels and leaving you feeling incredibly unmotivated and uninspired. As a result, you are often asking yourself if this is what you really want in life and whether there would be something better elsewhere. However, when you think about what other opportunities might appeal, you may struggle to really know what you want. To remedy this, you need to first focus on where your true passions lie. There is no point working towards a goal if you are not motivated or excited about reaching that goal. So, take some time to contemplate what it is you really aspire to and what you want to achieve out of this situation. You are weighed down by existing responsibilities and commitments and therefore cannot pursue the new ideas that you have. You need to revisit the Ten of Wands and release yourself of some of those burdensome responsibilities so that you can free up your time to pursue your newfound passions. Alternatively, you may take a break from your usual routine in order to allow your new ideas to flourish and grow. The Ace of Wands can indicate frustrating delays are getting in the way of you being able to progress with your projects and ideas. You are likely to feel very impatient at this time, particularly if you are highly action-oriented and you have just started to gain momentum in your activities. You might also be in a position where you have an amazing idea but you have not yet found the right outlet for that idea. Again, you are beginning to become increasingly impatient that you have not been able to manifest that idea just yet, but perhaps that is for the best. Timing is essential, so be patient and wait for the best opportunity. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Six of Pentacles. You have accumulated great wealth and are now in a position where you can offer financial assistance to those in need. Now that you have lived through the darkness long enough to see the inner light, it is time to help others who are not so fortunate. Consider giving to charity or reaching out a helping hand to someone who needs your support. The generosity of the Six does not limit itself to money and material things. Giving of your time or your wisdom is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money or gifts, and the intangible gift of your presence is received just as well, if not better. You may also be inclined to make a loan to someone, on the premise that they will eventually pay you back once they are back on their feet. This is a loan built on trust and good faith, knowing that if you give something away, it will come back to you. Remember, though, that this is more about a short-term fix and not a sustainable solution towards self-sufficiency. So, think about how you can financially support your family or friends in a way that encourages them to stand on their own 2 feet eventually. If you are the beggars in the Six of Pentacles, then you may be the recipient of someone else's charitable activities. This will help you to get back on your feet and to eventually repay the charitable organization or individual, either with your time or your restored wealth. You will also need to identify ways in which you can become more self-sufficient in the long run. The risk of accepting charity is that you become dependent on it and cannot look after yourself. Be mindful that you are not becoming submissive or noticeably desperate as a result of the charity that someone else is providing you. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is Face Your Financial Fears. This card comes to you because the angels see how your unconscious anxieties have pushed away abundance. Deep down, you worry whether you deserve to receive abundance. In addition, you've been struggling with fear, both of failure and of success, which has kept you stuck in indecision and inaction. Fortunately, once you admit these fears to yourself, they lose their power to unconsciously control you. Perhaps it's helpful for you to hear that every person struggles with self-doubts. The human ego is designed to keep people afraid and prevent them from fulfilling their divine destiny. Thankfully, you are blessed with the gift of self-awareness. You can take an honest inventory of your thought processes, and admit that you have sometimes sabotaged your own success. These realizations are ensuring that you no longer allow yourself to be intimidated. Your decisions are guided by love, not fear.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.